Dear travelers, our trip of today will take us to Sardinia. To go to Sardinia by car, the only possible means of transport is the ferry. For those who, like us, leave from Italy, there are 6 possible departure ports: Genoa, Livorno, Piombino, Civitavecchia, Naples, and Palermo. Our destination for this trip is Algiastra, which is located in the central eastern area of the island. There are no docking ports for ferries in Algiastra. The 2 closest ports are Olbia and Cagliari. We opted for the Leghorn-Olbia route. The 2 shipping companies operating on this route were Moby Lines and Grimaldi Lines. Finally, we choose Moby Lines. The return trip for 2 people plus car cost us €238. We park the car and go to the upper deck for a souvenir photo of Livorno from above. At 9:10, we move. At 6 in the afternoon, we will disembark in Sardinia. After arriving in Olbia, we headed towards our destination, Lazzarai. In fact, this is where we have chosen to have our base camp. From the ferry terminal, it will take 2 hours and a half to get there. There are 2 of us, but the apartment can easily accommodate 4 people as it has 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms. We cannot deny that the large patio for outdoor dining, the private parking, and the barbecue available to guests were decisive for our choice.
Oh.
Furthermore, the villa is literally the last house built along the road that leads to the beach. For a week, it cost us €575. From our house, the road practically continues and ends at the beach after a few hundred meters. There we find a restaurant called Laragasta and a kiosk equipped as a bar, immersed in the pine forest facing the sea. The beach, it is called Rosa's Beach and is located practically in front of the Algiastra Island. After the beach, we decide to try the restaurant. The waiting times are quite long, but the value for money is, in our opinion, excellent. Our first day ends like this. Tomorrow we will go to Arbatax to rent a dinghy. After the first day at Rose's Beach, we decided to go to the port of Arbatax, just 10 minutes away by car, to rent a dinghy for a tour on the coast. But shortly before entering the port area, our attention was caught by a sign with the writing, Roxy Rossi. And so, suddenly, we found ourselves in a large car park by the sea, flanked by imposing natural structures made of red rock. We leave the car and decide to go for a walk. A natural cathedral of red porphyry stands out in the bay.
Va, fai piano. Ti spingo.
The high red granite rocks give a unique and extremely fascinating appearance to this bay. They are also a great attraction for expert divers. This monument was used at the beginning of the 20th century as a mine for the extraction of natural material. It is said that even the hole present in the monument itself was used as a shelter for the workers of that time. Continuing a little further along the route, we find a series of stone artifacts erected on the coast, the Pyramids of Morai.
Sabi mo siya okay to. All in all, very interesting. But now it's time to go to the port,
to see what the best dinghy rental offers are.
No?
And so, after seeing the Bay of the Red Rocks, we went to the port of Arbatax to organize our next dinghy excursion. The offer of rental inflatable boats here is quite wide, and probably for this reason the prices are lower than the rental inflatable boats in the port of Santa Maria Navarresa. The price range for a dinghy to be driven without a license and with a length between 5.5 and 6 meters in September is between 160 and 250 euros per day, excluding petrol. In the end, we chose a 5-meter and 90-centimeter dinghy with a 40 HP Selva engine. And we couldn't say if what we had seen in the bay behind the port influenced us, but we chose a rental called Roxy Rose Sea.
Fuori stagione che c'erano solo i locali, diciamo, che se lo sanno. E non seguite gli altri comuni che si entrano qua perché ne recuperiamo parecchi. Stessa cosa a Calabiriola, sulla parte destra, vedete che c'è la fine della scogliera, così sempre avete un fondale molto sabbioso là. Ok? Come tempi siamo più o meno un'ora e un quarto per arrivare a Calabiriola, un'ora e mezza, un'ora e 40, 2 ore per Calabiriola. Quindi se siete a Calabiriola tenete in mente ci vogliono 2 ore per poi tornare indietro. E noi dobbiamo essere qua entro le 5 e mezza. Okay. Quindi se arriviamo fino a Calaluna, cosa che non credo, al massimo alle 3 e mezza partire.
Ok. C'è il pieno per arrivare e tornare?
Sì, siamo io. Basta farlo 2 volte.
Ah, okay.
Giusto a titolo informativo della costa. Bene, che non guasta. E qui poi abbiamo i giubbini di salvataggio e l'estintori. Ah, ok. Una volta che gliel'hai data, la leghi qua. E puoi fare questo nodo che faccio solitamente io, parti da destra, sotto, sopra, sotto, sopra, sotto e fai un 8. Fai un giro attorno all'8, unisci la cima così, tieni fermo col pollice, giri e infili dentro. Questo ti crea un cappio che va a bloccare l'8. Se poi vuoi essere ancora più sicuro, gli fai un altro 8 con il giro attorno al verso opposto. Questo non mollerà mai. Okay? Sono convinto. Va bene.
And so, after receiving all the instructions, we set off following the coast in a northerly direction. The first point of interest on our itinerary is Pedro Longa. After Pedro Longa, continuing north you arrive at Capo Monte Santo. There are 2 very small natural ports, Porto Pedroso first and, shortly after, Porto Quao. Continuing beyond Cape Monte Santo, you arrive at Cala Gulleritz. Here a tapered limestone peak that overlooks the beach and a rock arch that plunges into the crystalline sea are the ideal place for drone filming. Unfortunately, an engine that suddenly stalled made this impossible. Next steps are Seagull Beach, the Fig Cave, and the Pools of Venus.
Ricordati che le occhiali.
Last stop of our excursion today will be Kalasisi. Returning to Arbatax, we will pass in front of the red rocks of Arbatax in the pyramids of Marai. Our excursion today ends here. Tomorrow, new beaches await us. 15 minutes south of Lotsarai is the Lido of Ori Beach. This golden sandy beach in September is partly free and partly equipped with umbrellas and sunbeds. We chose to spend our day at the Ori Lido at the bathing establishment called Hakuna Matata, which is located at the southernmost point. Here, in addition to free parking, we found a restaurant on the beach and only 2 rows of umbrellas. Furthermore, the presence of a small promontory makes this position sheltered from the winds. The price for an umbrella and 2 sunbeds was €15 per day. At the restaurant, we enjoyed 2 excellent pasta dishes for €12 each. Our day at the Lido of Ori Beach ends here. Tomorrow, new shores await us. Today, we take you to Solanas Beach. Solanas Beach is located in southern Sardinia, half an hour's drive from Villa Simius and an hour from Cagliari. In September, we found 2 beach clubs open, one located about halfway, which offered a beach umbrella with 2 sunbeds for €22 per day, and, at the western end of the beach, the bathing establishment called La Scogliera, where the same service was offered for €15 per day. For the same service on the same beach, we found it logical to choose La Scogliera. It is also possible to order cold or pre-cooked dishes.
Searching for the answers, but they're none at all.
The context in which this beach is located is not particularly spectacular in our opinion, but the possibility of parking the car in the immediate vicinity, the golden sand, and the crystal clear sea still make it an interesting destination. Today, we take you to Colasensius. It is a cove located in the southernmost part of the Costa Ray beach. Colasensius is a free beach where there are also 2 beach establishments. One is reserved exclusively for customers of the resort of the same name, and the other is called Tamatit. An umbrella with 2 sunbeds at Tamatit in September 2023 cost €45 per day in the first row and €35 per day from the second row onwards. Prices well above those found in previous days on other beaches. And, as you can see from the images, we weren't the only ones who thought this way. It will mean that we will enjoy this fantastic sea for a while on the free beach and then return to base camp. Our 7 days in Ogliastra end here. Tomorrow early we will move to Albia to take the ferry that will go to Livorno. That's all for now, and we'll see you on our next trip.